Still don't want to sell any of my junk too. That's unfortunate. What's that stash house icon? Another one. What's this? Iron excavations mine. Okay. This chest isn't popping up on my map. I can talk to this guy.
There's no work here for you, stranger. Check with Motus if you're looking for a job. You'll not find one with us.
What's your story?
I've spent a lot of time here in the Hollowlands, living off the soil and the wildlife. I thought I'd finally made a living for myself when I discovered the mineral deposits here. Not sure what I'll do now that Motus has stolen my workers, but I'll think of something. Motus will get theirs someday.
Take it you're not very happy with Modus.
They call themselves a mining operation. They're more like a thieves' den. I was in the Hollowlands long before they ever set up shop. Once they got settled, they offered better wages to my workers. Every single one of them is working for Motus now. I couldn't compete with that kind of money.
What about the mountain?
I've lived in the Hollowlands for a time. Seen lights and heard rumbles from the top that could have been the world's quietest storm, or very powerful magic. Mark my words, there's something happening up there.
What about your workers?
I had a small army of gnomes to help me with the mine. Spent a lot of money transporting them here and gave them a good living. And the miserable bastards had the gall to leave me for Motus.
I'd like some info on the critic.
Capstan sent you my way, did he? Yes, I'm familiar with old Bloodbane. This Croddock is extremely protective of a particular pack of brownies. The surest way to draw it out of hiding is to attack those brownies. They help Bloodbane hunt, you see. I'll mark their territory on your map for you. Good luck. No one's been able to best the creature yet, and it would be unfortunate if you didn't make it back.
Unlock Aaron's excavation offices. Need a key. Guessing I need a key for this mine as well. Can I steal the key? Nope. Who will? Sons of Laz. So up here is actually one of the main quests. It's where Agoth wants us looking for Hughes, and we're doing so through his old boss, basically.
What is it? What is it?
They discard. Okay, so what's up with you, man?
You are my contact. I should have known. Punctuality is not one of your people's strengths, and you have so few.
You're kind of a jerk. What do you know about Odessa?
Odessa is the greatest bastion of knowledge and understanding in the world.
Is it
Alfar have their arts, mankind as its gods. But our only commandments are the solid, predictable laws of natural science.
We know Formius Hughes.
His knowledge is invaluable and must not fall into the wrong hands. And I'm terribly worried about your safety too, of course. That goes without saying.
I like this dude. So who are you? What's your
As
story?
Templar, the Forum demands that I do everything in my power to advance our knowledge. It is a tremendous responsibility, and one I take quite seriously. Formerus Hughes is one of my most brilliant scholars, and as you know, his research shows tremendous potential. His recovery is of paramount importance.
What do Templars do exactly?
My fellow Templars and I sponsor research that will lead to the betterment of all mortals. Sadly, Alfar and man alike often have trouble accepting the reason behind our decisions. But most gnomes realize we have their best interests in mind.
You asked for me?
You may recall our mutual friend, Formerus Hughes. The gnome who brought you back to life? I suspect you would, but I gather you've been quite busy. Well, Scholar Hughes has been missing since the attack on his tower. As his patron, I am quite concerned. I want you to find him. You are, how shall I say, uniquely suited to the task.
Can I trust
I
you?
could ask the same question. For all I know, Formerus Hughes is on the run from you. I am willing to assume that's not the case. Simply put, you may be my only chance of locating Hughes, just as I may be yours.
Why do you seek Hughes?
Don't be obtuse. I am his patron. As such, I own everything that Scholar Hughes produces. I suppose that includes you as well. The secrets in his laboratories are meant for gnome eyes only. They must be controlled at any cost.
Can't you find him?
It would seem the incident in Alistar made Scholar Hughes a touch paranoid. Every time we receive a clue about his location, he vanishes before I can reach him. But he's running out of places to hide. It's my opinion that there's one hope left of finding Hughes. You.
I'll find Hughes for you.
And I am grateful. Scholar Hughes is quite fortunate to have friends like us. Used as an old laboratory in the cavern of Saltwell Mines. I believe he's been conducting research there since the destruction of Alistar Tower. Find him, and you will be rewarded for your contribution to science. I will await your success in the Librarium in Edessa.
Where'd you say he's hiding?
He may have returned to his old laboratory in Saltwell Mines. But if any of my people approach, he'll flee. He's quite paranoid, for good reason.
What is it?
I guess we're just gonna go pretty much straight this way. What if I'm getting stuck on nothing? I like the big cactus plants that open up to a cool flower. Nice touch.
Then the winged Saina, the mediator of earth and sky, came from Ishara. She beheld the suffering desert and swooped down upon the hollow land. Her feathers shaded the scorching sands. Her wings cooled the broken ground. Her tears fell to the dust, where rivers were born.
Again, no mark. That sucked. That's a lot of brownies.
The land flourished under her gentle plumes. As life returned to the burnt expanse, the people crawled from their caves and saw a majestic silhouette against the open sky. They praised Saina and worshipped her likeness. She replied with a call that still echoes on the wind.
Okay, we gotta destroy something. We're to try.
Helios heard the call, and looking down upon the desert, grew irritated. His mighty works were undone, and his brilliance spurned. He called Freka to his side, and implored the fiery god to strike Saina from the skies. Freka agreed, but as Saina was too strong, he asked Helios to lend him some of his fire as well. So Helios gave Freka the flames of the sun. Fire from the heavens struck Saina, and her plumage burst into flames. She flew high to cool her feathers and dove to extinguish the fires. Still nothing would cease the burning, and she knew that she was doomed. So she absorbed as much of the heat of the sun and the spirit of fire as she could, and fell dead to the earth. Now, only her bones remain, but she will rise again if life is threatened in the Hollow Lands.
Sweet, so we have finished mapping this place out. Except this one little area. We're gonna go there now. And then I need to go sell junk. Wait, I guess I could just destroy it. Not like I need the money. Yeah, I don't need the money, so let's just destroy it. Yeah, no, we're gonna get much further than this area tonight. Only got an hour left. I still gotta get through a few caverns here. Leaves us 2 major areas left in the tier besides the Desolate City. That's kind of cool. Pick up Saltwater Labs, day 21. Saltwater Lab notes, day 21. Laboratory facilities are in place and the arid environment proves to be an excellent preserving agent for our specimens. It promises to be an excellent site to test my theories. I only wish formers shared my enthusiasm. No, I like how they have them marked. Can't do nothing with them. Inspect the corpse. All appearances gnome died some time ago in a rather brutal fashion. Clutched in his hands are a key and an old scrap of parchment. Take all. Reading the parchment. Bloodstained pages are brittle with time, but they appear to discuss work on revivification in the labs of saltwater caverns. Let's read it. Damn it all, it's bad enough being stuck in this lab after Formius Hughes left for Alistar. Now we're all left at the hands of V. I thought we were doing something noble here, but instead I find the work getting grislier by the day. The bodies are lining the hallways now, and there's more than we can clean up by ourselves. Even the incinerator's only half working. In spite of all of our problems, one of the other assistants still thinks they have time for morbid jokes. I found some of the bodies had moved again. I don't know where this fool, whoever he is finding the time to move around some rotten corpses when we're as busy as we are. I mean, it's not like they can move themselves. Or can they? Take keys. I like keys. Emergency supply keys. Starlight Labs notes, day 142. The lenses are quick to attune to the subjects, and the reanimation was surprisingly simple, but none of my subjects seemed to retain any semblance of their mental state, or even any consciousness at all. Suspect the problem lies in the arcane current. I'm simply not using enough power to transfer the mind along with the body. Formus has voiced too many concerns with the project to be of use. I've already informed the Templar with any luck forms will be shipped off somewhere, and I can delve further into my work unimpeded. The Rocky foreshadowing. Yeah, tell me about it now. But I find it funny, at least. Like, at least they try. They definitely do a good job at trying at the humor. Star Wars Lab Notes, day 233. My backers have finally agreed to my request and have provided a piece of cystine, I guess, Prismare. I can't imagine what they paid for this, or to whom, but the results will surely be worth the bargain. With this, I should have more than enough power for a complete transfer. If anything, there may be too much power. Must remember to stay shielded on the observation deck. Well, that's a whole lot of traps. Nice.